Okay, where's... Hi, Eric. Justin, hey. We're going to start the new book. You excited? I am. It's going to be good. I did. I'm excited. Let me get my reading glasses. Okay. You know what? Let me try. Where's these? These aren't as like big on the side. I'm looking for... We... Oh, boy. First off, I'm going to do a synopsis, kind of like talking about the book for a short. And then we'll do that. Hi, guys. Welcome. Guess what came in from Amazon? Yay. It's release day, too. Yay. The Daisy Chain Flower Shop. This is like the newest book by Lori Gilmore in her, where is it again? What's the name of the town? Come on, guys. You all know. Dream Harbor. See, like all the books have like it kind of mapped out because the characters kind of have built the town on their like romance. So you guys, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So it's definitely a different kind of writing than the last books on the ranch that we've been reading. Definitely a different style of romance, still romance, but you know, everybody has their own style. And you guys, look at that cover. They added like sheen to it, like the windows. Nice. But don't let the cover fool you. It's racier, just as racy as the ones we just read. Don't let that fool you, because sometimes the covers will look very PG, and then I read it and you're like, whoa, what? No. But I'm going to read you guys the back. So this is for the short that I'm going to put up. It says, a small town spicy romance. Daisy is fed up with being unlucky in love. And since Mayor Kelly declared her beloved flower shop cursed in one of his infamous visions, business has been slow. Dream Harbor newcomer Elliot has been adjusting to small town life following his own relationship turmoil. And until now, he's avoided the flower shop at all costs. If the mayor is correct, he doesn't need any more bad luck in his life. When he finds himself walking through the door of the Daisy Chain Flower Shop, he doesn't expect it to be a life-changing moment. But as the petals blossom in the sunlight, might the unluckiest woman in Dream Harbor finally find that love comes when you least expect it? Hell yeah. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm so ready for this book. They really did a lot to the cover, like a lot of in like the detail. They're just beautiful books. And we've read all four. And this is the author of the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. We've read the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. We did not read the Christmas Tree Farm on here, but I will when it comes around the holiday season. We will read that one. And we read the Strawberry Patch Pancake House. That was the last one. So now you don't have to read all of them. I would personally, to get to know her writing and get to know the community, because some of these characters, like the mayor, you're not going to really know who they are. but every story starts as its own. It's just like in the detail, you know. So I hope you guys will join us for this book. You guys, I'm so excited to continue this. A new book, back to like one of my favorite authors, Lori Gilmore. Like the excitement in it is just Dream Harbor, bring me back, because we've been on the ranch. We've been on the ranch. Now it's time to go back to Dream Harbor. So like get off the ranch. You got to like put your mind focus back into Dream Harbor. Small town. Well, so is the ranch, but like small town, like where everybody knows everybody, but there's a lot going on. It's not like farms. It's like, I think it's like a lake town. I don't remember. But anyway, I hope you guys will join us for this, and I will have the whole library as we go listed below, and or the whole playlist listed in the library as the title of the book, so you can find what you're going for. And every day when they post, make sure you hit your bell notification so you get the latest post on the book. I try to do Monday through Friday. It does not always end up like that. Life happens, but I like to do that. And like if it's not Monday through Friday, I'll try to read a little longer when I get back to it. But we're not trying to rush through a book. We're trying to enjoy it and just give me grace, because no one's perfect. But the way I read this book will be so different than I read her other ones, because I'm so much more comfortable reading those words now. I've come into my own. I still giggle a little bit. I can't help it. You try reading it live for thousands, potentially thousands of people to watch, and see if you don't giggle. I mean, but anyway, thank you guys so much for being here, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Make sure you hit that bell notification and you join us, and join us on a live reading too. And another way to find the readings is go back at the end of the day and catch my lives. You'll see like the live mess of a reading. It's raw and unedited. And me raw unedited is sometimes too much. But let me make this announcement again. This is an 18 and up channel. This is not a book for kids whatsoever. It is not appropriate. Neither are the words that come out of my mouth. This is an adult channel. Just remember that. If you're on your parents' channel, hey, give it to your parents to watch. They might enjoy it. But anyway, and your animals might too. But anyway, I will see you guys soon. Love y'all. Bye. Okay, now we're going to start. Eric. Hey guys, welcome back. We are here for the newest Lori Gilmore book on the release day. I have never been able to do that. I'm so excited. If you've read the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, that was her first like best-selling book. And up until the Strawberry Patch Pancake House, which I've read all but the Christmas Tree Farm on my channel. So make sure you go down or into my library and check out those playlists. You guys, I would start with those only because it's in the detail. You want to get to know the town. This type of book is like a Hallmark movie, you know, way more racier. I should not even say Hallmark. Don't let the cover fool you, because these covers are like, looks almost like a kid's book, right? This ain't a kid's book, 18 and up, folks. This is not, no day is this channel appropriate for a minor. My mouth, I'm like, I can't filter myself. I have a really hard time. And this is an adult channel. We adults need this. Stay away, kids. Go somewhere else. Go play. Go play outside. But this is the Daisy Chain Flower Shop. The greatest love is the one you never expected to find. But look at that cover. You can't see it very much. Oh, see right here? They glossed over the windows. I just love that. And you guys know how I am with like flowers and bookshops and bakeries and yay. Okay, let's begin. To all the nerds out there, we think you look hot in your glasses. Ooh, 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 ooh. That's me. Oh, shit. Hold on. See what I mean? Here's Dream Harbor, and I would love you guys to actually pick up the book and read it with me. I know that's not going to happen with 90% of you. You listen to me as an audio book. That's just how things are these days and how people have the time to do it. But grab these, grab this collection, and please share these videos too. The playlist. She has a playlist. Daisies by Justin Bieber, That Way by Tate McRae, Golden by Harry Styles, Feel Something by Clairo, Wood by Taylor Swift, Vodka Cranberry by Conan Gray. Okay, but it's a whole like playlist on Spotify. Okay, chapter 1, guys, page 1. Wait, why am I pretending like I can see the words like jump out at me? Hold on. I'm back. I just don't know, you guys. Glasses scare me. Daisy Scott, current owner of the Daisy Chain Flower Shop, was just one daisy in a long line of daisies. Her mother was Daisy. Her grandmother was Daisy. The literal chain of daisies went back for at least 100 years. The women in her family passed down the name in the flower shop as diligently as they tended to their blooms. It was all very quaint, and she had quit fighting it years ago. But as far as Daisy knew, she was the first one to be cursed. Not that she actually believed in curses, at least not at first. Mostly because it wasn't 1850 and she had a working brain. She had rejected the notion completely. Sure, 3 weddings she had done flowers for had ended in divorce within a year. But as far as she knew, Jenny and Logan are still going strong. Didn't that count for something? And yes, she did have an ex-husband and an ex-fiance. But there was no way her own unlucky love life was somehow rubbing off onto other people, right? That would be crazy. The whole notion was crazy, and she wasn't even sure the town would have cared if Mayor Kelly hadn't mentioned some foggy notion of a dream he had had at a packed town meeting 6 months ago. He'd apparently seen a dark cloud hovering over the flower shop, and that was enough for the townsfolk to run with it. Tales of her own sordid history and of the trail of broken relationships she left in her wake had been greatly exaggerated, and naturally had spread like wildfire. Daisy had booked nothing but funerals ever since, with the exception of Jenny and Logan's wedding, but that had been all Annie's doing. That woman could make anything happen. The mayor had felt terrible about her loss of business, and he'd been buying mixed bouquets every Saturday to make up for it. But a bouquet once a week did not make up for lost wedding revenue. That man was a menace. Still, she refused to believe she was actually cursed. She blamed small town gossip and her own inability to pick a good partner for her current situation. Not a curse. But much like she had tried to reject her name in the 4th grade, trying desperately to convince everyone to call her Jade, her denial of the curse didn't stick, in her head or in reality. And as she stood behind the counter of the shop with the early April sun streaming in through the stained glass window above the door, leaving a kaleidoscope of colors on the worn wood floor, her ex-fiance waltzed in with his new fiance and confirmed, once and for all, the existence of curses. A dark cloud indeed. Son of a bitch. David, hi. Well, that sounded far too perky. Tone it down, Daisy. You shouldn't be nearly that eager to see your ex. What brings you in? She asked, casually brushing petals and leaf bits off the counter from the giant funeral wreath she'd been working on. This was fine, totally fine that her ex, who she hadn't seen since the breakup and didn't even live in this town, was showing up in her shop on a random Tuesday afternoon. And that he was looking as handsome as ever, blonde hair artfully sculpted away from his defined cheekbones, an incredible jawline. Totally fine. Hey, Daisy. Her ex, the man she had planned on spending the rest of her life with, tipped his head to the side as he looked at her. It was a pitying look, a look that said he felt sorry for her, like some horrible tragedy had befallen her. But the only tragedy was him dumping her in a month before they were supposed to get married, via text. And she really wished she could say she hated him, that she was over the whole fiasco, that it didn't cut her to her very core that he was already engaged again after only a year of them being broken up, when she hadn't even managed to go on a single date. But she couldn't say any of those things. Daisy wished she could be a jade. She wished her entirely black wardrobe transferred to her insides as well. But Daisy was actually still the little girl her mother used to dress in yellow dresses until the age of 9. Daisy was soft. Daisy was still in love with David, and she hated herself for it. Hi, Daisy. It's so nice to finally meet you. You have such an adorable shop. The woman on David's arm cooed as she looked around at the stuffed to the brim store. Haley. Daisy only knew her name from the copious amount of internet stalking she'd done after she and David had ended things. Haley, who worked in marketing for a firm in the city, was a Leo, loved brunch, and from what Daisy could tell, spent all her spare time at the gym or drinking matcha lattes and posting about it. Haley, who had a much cooler name than Daisy. Daisy would really like to hate her too, but Haley was smiling so genuinely as her eyes flicked from the refrigerated roses to the dry bouquets to the potted plants in the window that Daisy was having a hard time with that one. She seemed nice. She was cute. Honestly, Daisy could see the appeal. It's nice to meet you too. What brings you guys in? Translation. What the hell are you doing in my town, and have you come into my store just to remind me of how shitty my life currently is? Daisy's face hurt from the fake smile she'd contorted her mouth into. She absolutely would not let David's pitying look get to her. Haley looked up at David, beaming with perfectly straight teeth, and Daisy's David, smiled down at Haley with hearts in his eyes. Daisy thought she might be sick. We were scouting wedding venues, and I remembered how quaint Dream Harbor was, he said, as though this was all perfectly reasonable, as though he wasn't infiltrating her town, her life. We're checking out the inn this afternoon and the Christmas tree farm tomorrow. They both look so lovely, Haley continued to beam, and Daisy's breakfast burrito rose higher in her throat. Of course, even if we get married in town, we find someone else to do the flowers. That would be a bit too awkward, David said with a laugh. Right, of course, totally. Daisy forced herself to laugh too, but it came out as more of a bark. Haley's eyes widened in concern at the sound. This was surely a new level of hell. She didn't know what she was more upset about, her ex possibly getting married to his shiny new girlfriend in her hometown, or that she wasn't even going to get any business out of it. It was almost enough to make her choke out another insane laugh, which apparently she did, because Haley was looking like she was preparing to call the emergency room to have her checked out. Unless this all makes you uncomfortable. David tipped his head again like he was looking at an injured puppy. I just figured it's been a year and we both moved on. Totally, totally moved on. Dear God, was she yelling? She seemed to have lost control of her voice. She did another hyena-esque laugh, and Haley took a few steps back from the counter. I'm just going to browse over here, she said, wandering away, but not before shooting David a look that clearly said she wanted him to take care of his mess of an ex. Look, Daisy Boo. David leaned closer, his toned arms on the counter, the smell of his expensive cologne overtaking the earthy smell of flowers. Don't call me that, Daisy whispered, even as her heart leapt at the old nickname. She really was cursed. Cursed to pick men who didn't love her. Sorry, old habit. He smiled that damn charming smile, the one that had fooled her into thinking he loved her. I just wanted to say if this is too much, we'll leave right now. It's just that Haley really likes this place, and I thought we could all be adults about this. Of course she does. Everyone likes it here. Daisy bit out, trying desperately not to let David see how miserable she was, how alone. It was true. Everyone loved Dream Harbor. She'd somehow managed to forget that fact in the years she'd been away. The years she spent with David moving into his condo, living closer to the city so he could be near his job, hanging out with his friends. She'd forgotten how much she secretly loved this little shop, how much she missed her friends and seeing her parents and grandparents all the time. Not that she'd admit it. Not that it didn't still feel like she'd failed at something, at love mostly. At being in a functional relationship. She may have loved the shop, but it didn't change the fact that being back here just reminded her of every day of what she'd lost. The bell over the door jangled as a new customer walked in, giving Daisy a brief moment of reprieve. She recognized him from somewhere. The cafe, maybe? Or Jenny's wedding. Elliot, that was it. The guy with the glasses who kept looking at her, kind of like he was now. Like a deer in headlights when Daisy caught his eye. But a cute deer with a slight blush on his cheeks and rumpled hair like maybe he'd just woken up. And Daisy didn't know if it was David's stupid handsome face or Haley's perfect gym toned ass, or if it was the memory of the way Elliot had looked at her that night at the wedding. Like maybe he wanted her, that made her do what she did next. It certainly wasn't any rational thought. But when fighting a curse, maybe it was best to abandon rationality completely. Really, David, it's fine with me. Like you said, we both moved on. Daisy smiled and waved at Elliot in the doorway. In fact, here's my new boyfriend now. Elliot, come say hi. Cute. Chapter 2. Elliot has been avoiding the flower shop for 2 reasons, both having to do with the nearly frantic woman currently waving him over and calling him her boyfriend. Daisy. Lovely, soft Daisy. Daisy, whom he'd spent far too much time thinking about ever since she'd arrived in town. He'd only been living here for a few months at that point, still wondering why he'd chosen this little town to hide out in. And then there she was, storming into a town meeting like she owned the place. And he'd nearly fallen in love with her, a terrible habit of his, which was reason number 1 for avoiding the pretty little flower shop on Main Street and its pretty little owner. Elliot had moved to Dream Harbor to forget about love. Well, they always do. Shit. To avoid it entirely, if possible, after 2 years, he still hadn't been able to shake off the failure and heartache his divorce had caused, and he wasn't eager to try again. He hardly knew Daisy, but he knew himself, and he knew he had already developed an absurd crush on the woman based almost completely on the way she argued with everyone at the town meetings and the way she looked in a tight black t-shirt, like the one she wore now. Even with the faded daisy print apron she wore over it, he could see how it hugged all her curves. Elliot swallowed hard. He should not be looking at Daisy's curves. Daisy's curves were sure to lead nowhere good, at least in the long term. In the short term, he was sure Daisy's curves would lead him to all sorts of amazing places. But that wasn't the point, because the second reason he'd stay away was a bit more insane, but tied in with the first. Daisy was cursed. Not that Elliot believed in curses, but if town gossip was to be trusted, Daisy left a trail of broken hearts in her wake, and Elliot's was broken enough. He was fairly certain it didn't even work anymore. And so the issue of Daisy's black t-shirt was moot, really. Elliot. Daisy's voice snapped his attention from her shirt to her face. Her eyes were wide, nearly pleading with him. She obviously wanted him to go along with whatever weird situation this was. But Elliot's thoughts were stuck on one thing. She knows my name. Elliot had a tendency to blend in, to hide. His brother would say he was just shy. His mother would insist. But Elliot wasn't sure if it was either of those things. He was an observer. He liked to watch people, and he didn't feel a huge need to thrust himself into the action, which most people seem to find either creepy or boring. But somewhere along the line, Daisy had learned his name. And apparently, now she needed him. Come over and say hi to David, she said again, her volume increasing with each word. You remember David, my ex? I told you about him. She raised her eyebrows dramatically, like she was waiting for him to remember his line. It was time to thrust himself into the action. David, right, of course, he said, stepping up to shake the man's hand. So nice to meet you. If there was one thing Elliot understood, it was the pain and embarrassment of running into your ex in their new person. He'd experienced it one too many times before moving here. Daisy mouthed, thank you, over David's shoulder and scurried around the corner to stand next to Elliot. She grabbed his hand in hers, twining their fingers together, and Elliot had to swallow the startled sigh that wanted to escape his lips. It had been a long time since someone had held his hand, and Daisy's was so warm and small and perfect. I didn't realize you were seeing anyone, David said, clearly still trying to piece together what was going on, while Elliot tried to keep his shit together about a girl holding his hand like he was 12. Yes, I'm seeing someone. Daisy still sounded a bit unhinged. so Elliot gave her hand a gentle squeeze. She looked up at him with a surprised smile. I'm seeing someone, she said again, rolling her shoulders back. Not everyone announces new relationships on social media, David. She got caught snooping now. David frowned, but Daisy charged forward, this time with her eyes on Elliot. His name is Elliot, and her voice trailed off, and her eyes widened in panic. Okay, so she had learned his name, but apparently that was it. I'm an architect, he said, turning his attention back to David and away from Daisy's amber-colored eyes. He didn't even know that was a real thing, amber eyes. He shook his head. Not important right now. I'm working on a new design for the inn, actually. At the mention of the inn, the woman who was clearly David's new girlfriend came hurrying back over to his side. Are they renovating? Are they renovating soon? I would hate for that to interfere with our wedding day. Her brow furrowed in concern. I guess you should probably look elsewhere then, Daisy blurted out, and then immediately looked like she regretted it when the woman's frown lines deepened. Elliot tried not to smile when he added, you know how these projects go. Things will probably be a mess for a while. Personally, I would steer clear of the whole place. Daisy squeezed his hand in a silent thank you, and Elliot hadn't felt this pleased with himself in a very long time. Possibly ever. Helping Daisy lie to her ex and his girlfriend might be his new favorite thing to do. He really needed to get out more. Right, well, we'll take that into consideration. David's gaze flicked between the two of them like he still wasn't buying their little skit. Feeling bold and high on Daisy's hand squeeze, Elliot removed his fingers from hers and draped his arm over her shoulder, tucking her tight to his side. And if he thought holding her hand was life-altering, well, having her entire body pressed against him was another plane of existence altogether. He really needed to get out more. If she was surprised or put off by the move, Daisy didn't show it. In fact, she tipped her head to rest on his shoulder as though it was the most natural thing in the world. David narrowed his eyes. When did you say you two got together? About a month ago, Daisy said at the same time Elliot said, last fall. Christ, even in fake relationships, he wasn't on the same page as his partner. Daisy laughed manically again, like she was coming undone. Elliot hugged her tighter as though he could keep her together. Has it only been a month? He said with a laugh. You know what they say, time flies when you're having fun. Right, but don't you two have an appointment to get to? Daisy cut David off before he could ask any more questions or dispute the use of that phrase in the current context, which admittedly made no sense. We probably should get going, Haley said, looking happy to take any excuse to get out of this awkward situation. I guess we should. David gave them one last suspicious look before his fiancée dragged him out the door. It was nice seeing you two, Daisy cooed. We should double date sometime. Don't be strangers. Y'all come back now. Bullshit. Daisy continued to call out insane goodbyes until the two were gone, and she finally slumped away from him and blew out an incredibly long sigh of relief, followed by a bit of existential moaning. Elliot stood quietly until she was done. Chapter 3. These go really quick somehow. I don't know. When Daisy's brain was finished melting, she looked up and found Elliot still standing beside her. He seemed to be waiting patiently until her breakdown was over. I am so sorry about that. I can't say I was expecting it, he said with a lopsided smile. Daisy groaned and ran her fingers through her shoulder-length hair. Of course. She hadn't washed it in days, and it was a stringy mess. Of course David wouldn't have shown up on a day when her hair looked good. That would be too much to ask from the universe. I panicked. She returned to her spot behind the counter and started sorting bits of ribbon. Elliot continued to watch her, waiting for her to go on. Maybe that was what had her being so honest. He seemed genuinely interested to hear whatever crazy words were coming next. It's just, they came in and they were so happy. And I hated that. And I know that makes me some kind of a bad person. But seriously, who just waltzes into their ex's hometown flaunting their new fiancé? It's rude, frankly. I kicked their ass. Elliot let out a quiet laugh. I agree. Who does that? Daisy's gaze snapped to his, and she couldn't help returning his smile. She'd be lying if she said she'd really noticed Elliot before. Sure, there was that moment at the wedding, but she hadn't really considered him at the time. She wasn't supposed to be considering anyone right now. She was supposed to be healing. She'd sworn off men entirely and was perfectly fine with her new celibate lifestyle. Perfectly fine. But being in such close proximity to him now, it was impossible not to notice his shy smile and his messy hair. The way his dark rimmed glasses drew attention to his dark eyes, and the way his cheeks flushed pink when she smiled back at him. Maybe she should have listened to Annie at the wedding. Maybe Elliot was cute. She shook her head. No, absolutely not. I'm sorry for dragging you into my web of lies. Elliot shrugged, another quiet laugh rumbling out of him. It made my day more interesting. You're a pretty good actor. It was a pretty easy part to play, he said, his smile growing. Was Elliot the nerdy architect flirting with her? Did she like it? Daisy's cheeks heated with a nervous flutter started in her belly. It had been a long time since she's been flirted with. Well, thank you. It made this interaction slightly less terrible. With any luck, we scared them away from booking the inn, Elliot said with another shrug. We can only hope. Daisy breathed out a long sigh. Just thinking about David being in town planning a wedding was giving her hives. How could she survive it if he stuck around? Weddings take forever to plan. He'd be here all the time. It had taken months for her to get to the barely functional place she was currently in. Look at me, wearing real clothes and being upright. Such progress. It had been nearly a year since she'd spent a full day crying. A few hours here and there, sure, but not a full day. But if David was around, if she had to see him, how the hell would she ever get over him? She bit down on her bottom lip, hard. She would not cry in front of this nice man who she already accosted and forced to be her fake boyfriend. She would not cry. So, you were married to that guy? It was clear from the tone of his voice just how Elliot felt about her ex, which didn't seem fair based on their 5-minute interaction. No, just engaged. We never even made it to the married part. Not crying, not crying, not crying. He's an idiot. Daisy's brows shot up, startled by Elliot's harsh words. She wasn't expecting them from his soft-spoken demeanor. You don't even know him. I know he didn't marry you. Seems like an idiot move to me. He held her gaze while he said it, and heat flooded Daisy's body. Oh, she wants to fuck him. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I'm trying to be on my best behavior. You don't know me either, Daisy whispered, surprised by how much his words affected her. I could have dead bodies in the basement. Elliot's lips rose in amusement. Do you have dead bodies in the basement? No. Daisy narrowed her eyes at him. This conversation was going off the rails, and she didn't know how she felt about it. But you don't know that. I could be crazy. I could have driven him away with my constant nagging and insecurity. Maybe I always thought he was mad at me, and I was always asking, are you mad at me? And he just couldn't take it anymore. Ugh, that was a little too honest. She swallowed the hot ball of emotion rising in her throat. She had always felt like she was grasping with David, like she was trying so hard to hold on to something that just wasn't working. Maybe, but Elliot shrugged again like he wouldn't mind if she asked him that a million times. But it seems to me he should have made you feel more secure. Daisy opened her mouth in an automatic urge to defend David, but maybe she didn't want to this time. Maybe it was nice hearing that the breakup wasn't all her fault. Maybe this was the first time she considered the idea that maybe if David had held her tighter, she wouldn't have had to grasp so hard. If you ask me, David had a beautiful, intelligent, funny woman, and he let her go. Doesn't make sense to me, but what do I know? I couldn't keep my ex-wife happy. You were married? Daisy asked, mostly to avoid thinking too much about the beautiful, intelligent, funny woman part of the whole thing. Elliot couldn't be cute and say things like that. Yep, for 5 years before she decided I wasn't worth the trouble, I guess. The way he said it sounded so resigned, so sure that he was the problem that Daisy instantly felt defensive of him. She sounds like an idiot. Elliot's smile hitched higher. Sounds like we both have a type. People who don't love us? That's about right. Bummer, Daisy said, even as she let out a resigned laugh. It was nice to finally have someone understand how she felt. Someone who didn't try to placate her with soothing words about how things always work out the way they're supposed to. Was she supposed to end up alone? Thanks, universe. And thanks, Aunt Jan, for pointing it out. I guess I should get my flowers and get going. Oh, right, sorry. You didn't come in here just to play the role of fake boyfriend. Daisy rolled her eyes at how stupid the whole thing was, but Elliot stopped her in her tracks again. No, that was just a fun bonus. That lopsided grin was killing her, and everything out of his mouth surprised her. Who the hell was this man? This guy who, until this very moment, had flown completely under the radar, but was now in here and flirting with her. Daisy's mind wandered to the feel of Elliot's strong arm around her shoulder, and she had to shake herself out of it. This man needed flowers, not to be sexually harassed. And she needed. I would have sexually harassed him if he's good looking. And she needed to stay far away from anything that looked like a relationship, fake or otherwise. I'm just kidding. What? What were you looking for? She asked, clearing her throat. I'm not sure, really. My mom is going to be staying at the seaside cottages for a while, and I just wanted to make it feel homier. Noah did a gorgeous job on those cottages. I'm sure she'll love her stay, but maybe a potted plant or two to breathe some life into that place, and maybe a flower arrangement for the table. That sounds perfect, thank you. Daisy got busy with collecting things Elliot's mom might like and distracted herself from how much she liked being his fake girlfriend, even if it was only for a few minutes. But it was nice to be flirted with. It was nice to be looked at like she was desirable. It was really freaking nice to not feel like a lovesick loser for half a minute. She was almost tempted to ask Elliot to keep up the charade. He could fill her in for her body pillow and her plan one for all events moving forward and her +1 for all events moving forward. How about these? She asked, pushing away insane thoughts to have Elliot be her emotional support date for the foreseeable future. Succulents are always nice and low maintenance, and philodendrons, are pretty hard to kill, plus they grow fast. These are great, Elliot added, a colorful spring bouquet into the mix on the counter, and Daisy rang it all up. I'm glad I came in today, he said, his shy smile back in place. Me too, you really saved my butt. Elliot's smile grew and the blush rose on his cheeks. She thought for a second that he was going to comment on her butt, and then she really wouldn't know what to do. But he just nodded and gathered up his plants in the box Daisy had packed them in. You should come in more often, she said as he turned to leave. He smiled at her over his shoulder. Maybe I will. Thanks, Daisy. She watched him go, and against her better judgment, she found herself hoping he would be back soon. If I were her, shit. Isn't there a bathroom? And we're going to end it there. Yeah, the chapters on these are very, very short. And I mean, I feel like these for some reason are a very, very quick read. It does not take, and they're very good. The beginnings are sometimes a little boring, but it's not boring because you're getting to know the characters, but just wait a couple chapters and things will really start happening. And thank you guys for being here. I'm excited. Like, this is the very first time I've ever been able to read a book on release day. That's cool as shit. Like, I don't know what else to say about that. I'm excited about it. But yeah, it literally was released today. I got it from Amazon today because I pre-ordered it. And here I am reading it to you guys. Yay. On Cinco de Mayo. I mean, great, you know? But thank you guys for being here. It means a lot. I don't know if you guys all know this, but I'm writing my own romance novel with the help of AI. I'm very ADHD, and putting words on paper is not a thing for me. It would never happen. Having ideas drawn up are what I'm good at. I have all the ideas and what I want. I just have to like proofread what AI puts out there and like change it from there. Then I can kind of write and keep it going. It's just keeping it organized, keeping my thoughts organized are a problem without AI. And AI keeps you, on the straight and narrow. But thank you guys so very much for being here and believing in me. From the first book, it is hard to watch. The first book I read. Oh my god, I was so uncomfortable. I was so uncomfortable. I do miss the backgrounds. I feel like I should do the backgrounds again, like the special ones to go with the book, like the gingerbread bakery. I did like the gingerbread bakery background. I feel like that's like fun. You know, it adds to it. I know I could do AI backgrounds and stuff, but that's not the same. I like to set it up and like tear it down. It's just a thing. It's a thing. It's a production. Um, and I want to bring back reading, even if you're listening to it without your own book. I want to bring that back and put people in a good place, you know, when they come to read a book. I want it to feel like you're inside the book, you know? That's the whole point. But thank you again, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you hit that bell notification. If you're not subscribed, please do. I have a whole library down below, a playlist for every book I did. The only one of Lori Gilmore's I did not do, I've read it, but I did not do on here, is The Christmas Tree Farm. And this holiday season, I will absolutely do that one, so that I'll have them all. I cannot read a Christmas book now. You know what I mean? Coming into summer, it's just not fulfilling at all. I have to kind of be there. This one is perfect because it's like a flower shop, spring and summer. But anyway, I'm rambling again, aren't I? Hype this video. You get 3 of them a week, and it's free to do. It's even better than like tipping my channel. Hype the damn video. It's the easiest thing in the world. And thank you again for being here, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Wow. Good old Miss Daisy. Okay, is she gonna write another one after that? I know she'll write more. Oh, listen to this. She's doing welcome to the small town of Maple Hollow, a new town. A Big Bad Wolf coming September 2026. Yay. Like a thriller romance. Or mystery romance. Okay. That's a little bit exciting. I mean, yay. I'm excited. But anyway, I think my other stuff that came in that I need to haul is here. Let me go grab it. But yeah, I'm excited to have this book. I've been waiting for it. And I remember finding out like after we finished the which one was it? The last one. Damn it. Which one was it? The Strawberry Patch Pancake House. Hearing about this one, I'm like, oh, that's forever and a day. It felt like forever. But during that time, we read like a whole nother series and got a lot. I got a lot out of that. It's just giving me not ideas, but like how they fit together the book, like the order, how things need to happen. I have to make sure I'm solidifying that in my own book because it needs to kind of go in that direction. But mine's like such a long stream. Like the whole first book of mine is going to be mainly about the character and how she finds her lover or whatever. But then it's going to break down into her friends finding love and, you know, stuff like that. So it leaves leeway for more books to be written. I'm not stopping at one. Hey, Bruce. Yeah, so I couldn't be more excited. Yay. It's been a day. And it's weird because when you're waiting, actually, I'm surprised it came when it did. Usually, like, books come like, or Amazon in general at our house doesn't come till like 8 o'clock at night. I guess we're like the last on their stop or whatever. Um, I don't know where the warehouse is, so either if you live close, you're either the first or the last. Because in Indiana, when we lived there, we lived by all the warehouses because the Midwest, like literally everything is there. Ulta, Victoria's Secrets, all their warehouses are in Indiana. Just so it's easier to ship all over the country. Hello. Yeah, I'm still stuck on the ranch books. Like I have to it's going to take a few days to like get my mind off that family and into this. But it'll go up. It'll go up. But not a whole lot happened. I mean, they're introducing the character, but nothing like fun happened. That'll happen later. I can't take any fun right now. I'm still recovering. But let me go see if that other stuff came in. I'm sure that's why they were knocking on my door because, ow, man. La da da ti 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 ti. Okay. Okay, those glasses, man. Reading glasses, it takes me a few like minutes to adjust my eyes back to where it was. And by the way, this is the new bedding set I got from Walmart. It's like 50, 11-piece set, but this one's blue and they all come with like this pillow and like 6 pillow shams, but I really like it because this is like the theme of it. I feel like for summer, it's a good color. So every 6 months, I try to get a new bedding set like that because you can wash them, bleach them. They just get drabby after a while. So it's nice to have fresh sheets every 6 months. Hey, Alejandro. Okay, so I have some hauls and I'm excited about these because listen, damn, why is this shit thrown at we're okay. Camera. Okay, I have no idea which one is which, but guess we'll find out. Hi guys, welcome back. I'm here for a scent haul, a few scent hauls, but I'm gonna separate them so you guys don't have to sit through like a long video. And you can kind of see which ones you know. Okay. Oh, why didn't I just get a knife while I was out there? I don't think like that. I don't think in an organized fashion enough to get a knife when I'm out there. So I can open these fucking things. And it's like the bad kind of tape. Duct tape. kind you duct tape someone's mouth. I mean, I know a lot of men that think you can fix everything with a piece of duct tape. Okay, so which one? Oh, okay, this one is the Show Magnifique et de Perfume by Paris Corner. This one seems so cool. Okay. So it's got like the circus theme, and this is Paris Corner. But this one is going to be like, it's of course a gourmand. But it's called the Show Magnifique. Yeah. Whatever. But wait till you see the bottle. It's a newer one too. But it's got and it's neat. It's got like a jester hat on top. I love this. And if even just for the bottle, look how cool that is. The Show Magnifique. Yeah. By Paris Corner. Okay. What the hell? Oh. Yeah, this one's definitely good. This one literally came out this year. Ooh, she smells good. That's about as sweet as you can get in a fragrance. So if you don't like sweet smells, you're gonna throw up with this one. This one's definitely gourmand. Heavy. It's like beast mode sweet though. Like this is gonna welcome you into the room. It's gonna precede you, I mean, sorry. That is really good. It's got like marshmallow. Let me tell you the notes. Of course, it didn't come with, but there's the inside of the box. Is it velvet? Yeah, it's like a velvet on the bottom. But I can't keep the boxes. I don't have room. I do not have room for the boxes, Melissa. Stop telling yourself you're going to keep the box. Okay. The notes of that are Paris Corner. Mag. And this I got from Intense Oud. Yeah. .com. Where's the Okay, it says it opens with a vibrant burst of juicy orange and sweet strawberry, creating a bright candy-like introduction, definitely, that feels lively and full of energy. The opening is playful yet refined, blending citrus freshness with a soft, fruity sweetness that instantly captures attention. Oh, it will. As it develops, the heart reveals a creamy swirl of marshmallow layered with a delicate orange flower. The stage brings a smooth, airy sweetness balanced by a gentle floral touch. I don't smell floral at all. Adding a depth while keeping the composition light, elegant, and effortlessly charming. The base settles into a warm blend of vanilla and clean musk, which most of them do, creating a soft and comforting finish. The dry down is smooth and inviting, leaving behind a subtle sweetness wrapped in a refined, musky warmth that lingers beautifully without overwhelming. I don't necessarily believe that. It's definitely overwhelmingly sweet. So if you don't like sweet scents, you are not going to like it. Top notes, orange and strawberry. Heart notes, marshmallow, orange flower. Base notes, vanilla and musk. Um, it smells like, I feel like most of my marshmallow scents in a sense, but stronger. Like, let me spray it on one of my perfume strips. Hold on. And this one was, it was a bit more expensive because it's new. I didn't pay 60. I want to say it was like 40. I paid 40 for it. But for a new release of a fragrance, especially like this, that's not a lot. Okay, I smell the orange in it a lot more now. So this is more orange forward than the other marshmallow ones I have. But you still get like, it's a candy. It smells like a candy shop. Straight up a bag of candy. Yeah, it is delicious. But I really like the fact that it's like a jester hat. I love that. I think it's super cool. It's definitely my kind of style for the bottle. But eh, I don't know, Alejandro. It might be unisex. It is. Anybody could wear it, but I'm telling you, it's super sweet. If you now, I feel like if a man wore this, you would want to put some added like woody notes to it or sandalwood or something like that because it's going to come off like it's pungent candy. Like open a few bags of marshmallows and like lollipops, open the wrapper up, that's what you're going to smell. But it smells really good. Now I smell the floral. That is weird. The floral comes off towards the. Oh, that's not it. I still smell it on there though. That's weird. It hasn't gotten to the floral yet on that one. But how cool is that? I really like this. Actually, Alejandro, the girls would love this too. I think it's everybody could wear it. But it's nice. I'm impressed by it big time. I'll let you know as this dries as we do the other ones. Which one was it? Now I lost it. Oh, this one. The sweetness stays though. Don't think for a minute that that sweetness is gonna turn floral because there ain't no way in hell that's gonna turn completely floral. But thank you guys for being here for that. This is really really good. It's more like I said, orange forward, but still very strong in the vanilla and strawberry. But you do get more of the citrus than you do in like Yum Bougie marshmallow or any of that. And this one's beast mode. Be careful with this, only because some people are going to be like, damn, that's too much, you know, because it's super, super sweet. But that's how I like my fragrances. But I actually might mix this with the fluffy orange or fluffy rose one. I think a little bit of rose with this would be perfect. Yeah. But look at, I love jesters. Aren't they cool? It like circus jesters, that is so cool. They really nailed it on like the bottle. A lot of people are like mortified by the bottle, but I like them. I like them when they have like a fun, but it's heavy too. It's like metal. They really did a nice job. Paris Corner, I'm still waiting on you to come sponsor me. But yeah. They did a superb job on. Oh, wow. It's still, I do smell the floral in it though, for sure. But it's still, that sweetness is like almost overbearing, even to me, because you guys know, like, I'm going to have to mix that with like, I'm going to have to layer it with like that rose one. Give it a little more, not depth, because that is pure just um oh yeah, this is like a whole family scent right here. But yeah, it's Paris Corner. I will tag it. But it's, hold on, I'll bring up the, see if you can see this. But it's all going to be backwards for you guys. But it's called The Show Magnifique by Paris Corner. Yeah, she's good. And it just came, it's a new one. I haven't seen anybody else talk about that one, which is crazy because Paris Corner is like one of those, and I follow a ton of like scent influencers. I haven't seen anybody. Actually, no, I saw a short of it, but it was like at one of the perfume shows that they go to. It wasn't like at her house, like where she had bought it. She was just trying it out. So yeah, I think I might be the very first one to actually. I like being the first to do things once in a while. Yeah, I love it. And I'm picky with perfumes because I feel like they're all like boring. But wait till you see the Midnight Sin one. Wait, I'll show it to you. They sold out of that one, but I'm sure they'll restock, maybe. Oh, sorry. Make sure, thank you guys for being here for that haul. Make sure you come back, hit that bell notification, check out my lives at the end of the day so you can see what I haul and try to get your hands on it. And the things I can link for you, I will. Most of these places already have deep discounts. I don't think one for my followers is going to do much because they already offer like 15% off all the time. Like I get mailings all the time and it's what they already offer. But yeah, definitely hype this video and I will see you guys soon. Bye. Where's this is the Midnight Sin bottle. Wait till you see this crap. That's the bottle. It looks like a, you know what I mean? But I like the cool bottles like that. It's very different. Oh. Oh. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm here for another scent haul. I have no idea what is what in here because they kind of just throw them all together and you don't really know. Oh, this is the Lattafa New York City of Dreams one. I'm excited about this one. So it's I have the Paris one. This one's the New York City with the Statue of Liberty. This is their Pride collection. It hurt me to throw away the other container, but you guys, I can't store all the containers. It takes up a lot of space. So here's the box it comes in. And then of course it opens like that. And of course a magazine to buy more. You guys, it gets me in so much trouble. Hold on. Lattafa, New York. Okay. This one is, wait, where's the, okay. It's not. Hey, wait a minute. City. Come on. Go on Lattafa's website then. Okay. So this one says they don't even put a little story behind it, which is weird, right? The top notes are cherry, black pepper, and nutmeg. Heart is mimosa, rose, muguet, and cognac. Base is patchouli, labdanum, cedarwood, and oak moss. The cherry is what stood out to me because I love a good cherry, and I love it. So we're gonna see how she smells. It's really heavy. So you got the Lattafa symbol on the front, Lattafa Pride on the back, Statue of Liberty. I like the bottles a lot. That is good. I smell. If you didn't know, you're supposed to like the Middle Eastern fragrances have not been macerating like the luxury brands. They like sit in a pot for years before they even hit the shelf. These are made and they just put them in the bottle. So you sometimes, well, all the time with the Middle Eastern, when you get them, take it out, spray it 10 times, spray it out, full spray, and then put the lid back on and just wait 2 weeks, and that smell is going to deepen. It's going to get better with time. I promise you, like, this is already super damn strong. This is beast mode already. I can't wait to see what it does in 2 flipping weeks. It might be too much. But the scent will actually change. But what's great about Lattafa, like it tells a story. If you look at the notes, you can smell those notes in order. It is super crazy. I still don't understand how they do it. But yeah, you smell the mimosa, the rose, muguet, cognac, and then patchouli on the. It's not patchouli. I feel like they use to tie everything together. It's a good base. You'll see patchouli in most of them, or sandalwood, or something like that. It doesn't mean it's like the forward of the fragrance. It's kind of it gives it its depth when you add the other ingredients to it, I guess. I smell that oak moss. That is really, really good. That is a whole story. This is one of those like she's got her shit together type fragrances. I really like it. So different. Even the cherry part though is different than what you would expect it to be. Now the Midnight Sin that's coming in is like a cherry and chocolate. It's like a sensual fragrance. This is like you got to be careful with how much you spray on this too. You just do. It's pretty strong. But I really like it. I just love how you can smell each note as it goes along into the dry down. A lot of the expensive ones, they're blended fragrances, and you can't really, it's kind of just what it is. These, you smell them in order. Like, I want a beginning, middle, and end. That's what I always say. Like, I have to have like the separation of my notes. Because I feel like if you tie them all in together, it would smell like vomit. I don't know. Yeah, it's a nice one. That's fucking strong as shit. And even the boxes, they just really know how to package their products. It says the Lattafa in the inside. Yeah. These are amazing. I just wish I had room to display the box. But really, if you watch any perfume person, they don't have the boxes in them. They're not in the boxes. They're out of the box. Don't keep the boxes. You don't need to do all that unless you only have a few. But I'm going to start just going through my collection and showing you guys all of them. But you guys, that they did a magnificent job. Lattafa like never ceases to amaze me. Lattafa is just everything they do is good. And every bottle I've picked up, I have smelled every single note down, all down. The whole story is always involved. And that's how you know like they're not lying. No, that note's there. That's really in there. And they play well together. It, I don't know. Like I'm a story writer, story like thinker, and my mind just thinks like that. And like with a fragrance, same kind of thing. It's telling a story in a way. And this one's like New York. I've never been to New York. I've always wanted to go to the city. Someday I will. I want to see. It's always been a dream to see the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. I still want to do it so much. And I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, thank you for being here for that, you guys. I definitely think if you, that's an all season kind of wear too. You could wear that any time of the year. Like, and a lot of fragrances, you can't do that. Like that is warm. It's got the warm notes and it's got the fluffy notes to it. It's, that one almost reminds me of something you'd wear like date night or to church even. Um, or special. Well, to me, anything halfway fancy, I'm like, oh, you wear it to a wedding or a special occasion. And other people are like, that I wear that every day. But you know, me, I'm like simple when it comes to that. I'm like, give me the marshmallow to wear every day. You know, like the ones that tell a whole story, save those for special times. That's how I don't know. I'm different. That's just the way my thought process is. Like I would wear this on date night with my husband. And Alejandro, I'll spray it on my husband when he gets home and let you know how it is on him. Because that could definitely be like any fragrance though, any women's fragrance, if you add, even if it's a little sweet, just add some like vanilla, like men's vanilla, add like that rum, the boozy, add a little bit more cognac type boozy scent to it and you'll rock it for sure. Um, but I feel like this one is very unisex on its own because while it being almost a gourmand scent, it is a very put together grown up scent. This is not a kiddie scent at all. Kids, I don't think would appreciate it the way an adult would. It's not like this one. You know what I mean? Like that's like straightforward, like all the candy that you could imagine all put together with the wrapper off. Um, this just has a lot of depth, a lot of personality, and it does something to your soul. Like smells just bring back things, and I don't. I'm obsessed with scents. I can't help it, and it's more recently too. I would say in the past year, or like the past 6 months, I've acquired a lot because I get an emotional response to almost all the ones that I like a good one. Um, so it's like if you get that response from something, it's not just an item anymore. It's not going to collect dust. It means something to you. You know what I mean? But they have all these in here too. Look at these bottles with the bike. You probably like that one, Alejandro. These are men's. These ones. This one has rose, apple, and Davana, osmanthus, cedarwood, tonka bean, vanilla, patchouli. Yeah, that's definitely a men's scent. But that motorcycle one, and then they have one with like a vintage car. Yeah, this is their Pride collection. So they all come in like a box like this. All the Pride collections do. Same type of a bottle. I mean, I just got this one from Amazon too. I don't know how that one's going to be because I don't hear a lot about all of them. But thank you guys for being here. Thank you for following me in this Broad. Lissa shops, Lissa talks, Lissa reads, Lissa plays trivia, Lissa drinks. Um, I'm just a big mixed bag of nuts. That's the best way to describe my personality is I'm a mutt. Like I am like for everything. I try to love everybody, just not when I'm driving. I'm not going to like you very much on the road. I can probably guarantee that. If you're in my way or if you cut me off, I will not like you and I may never forgive you. No, I'm just kidding. Um, but you know, I'm just I do. Oh, the name of that one. Let me tell you what the name of the motorcycle one was. It is called what? Something 1910. Let me see if I can look it up. I can't read that. It's like some weird cursive writing that I cannot read. Plus, I'm going blind. 1910. Oh, it's called La Collection 1910. And they have a pack of like the mini bottles like that for the men's colognes with all of them. And I want to say they have it on Amazon. Here it is. Yeah, La Collection. And it comes in a gold box or bronze, whatever that may be. Yeah, the gift set is $39.99 and you get all of like the not all of them, but a bunch of them. So I would try that one, and if you really like a certain one, buy the bigger one. So Alaska, get it for them. And then you can let me know how it smells. Okay, so yeah. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you very, very much. If you are not already subscribed, please do. We're on the road to 10,000. That's my next goal. I know I'm at a little over 6 right now, but my next main goal is 10,000. I'm going to try to do it within 3 months. I don't know if that's even possible, but one can dream, you know. I don't count my chickens or your roosters, whatever they are, before they hatch. Um, but thank you guys for being a part of my tribe. And you guys, I'm very, very thankful for each and every one of you guys. Um, don't just subscribe, become part of the tribe. Join us for lives. Join us Friday nights at 7 p.m. Pacific for trivia. Be a part of it. Like, this is not the kind of channel that you just go watch my videos. It's so much more than that. It's so much more than that. I'm usually on a live 9 times out of 10. I do laundry, I do dishes, and play music. It's copyright, so I don't get monetized on those videos, but those are the fun times. You know, we share life together over here, and it's a lot of fun. And you'd be doing yourself a favor if you actually come to a live and chat with everybody. And I will see you soon. And thank you for being here again. And I will see you very, 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 very soon. Bye. Like 10 seconds. What in the hell is this one? Did I forget about some of these? Hi guys, welcome back. I told you you'd see me very soon. Same shirt, everything. It does say Amsterdam on it. No, I didn't get it from Amsterdam. I wish. I don't remember where the hell I got this shirt, but it's going to be backwards to people on the live, but in the video, it'll edit automatically. It'll be. But why? Guys, I'm starting to get a headache just from all the different scents put together. It's a lot. Where there's a will, there's a way. Oh, okay. This is one that's supposed to smell like. Is this legit? It better be. It's the Rayhan Kiss. And I guess it smells like strawberry shortcake. So I was going to mix this with the strawberry pound cake or the strawberry flirt that I got from Bath and Body Works. This is like a floral strawberry. So we'll see. Rayhan Kiss. So it comes like that. Let me bring up the scent notes. Come on, not Grogu. By Beauty House. Yeah, Beauty House is the scent maker. It says Rayhan Kiss perfume for women is a deliciously feminine gourmand fragrance that opens with a sweet blend of strawberry, raspberry, coconut, and praline. The heart reveals creamy condensed milk and caramel wrapped in orange blossom and soft white florals, while a warm base of vanilla, tonka bean, sandalwood, and musk leaves a smooth, irresistible trail. I hope it's Beast Mode. Like, I'm so tired of them, like, just being skin scents. You know, not everybody around you wants to smell it. I get it, but, like, you're going to smell it. I ain't going to give you a chance or a choice. But they don't say the name. It just says Rayhan on the bottle. They don't put the name. So they have other bottles just like this, but all you know the difference is by a slight color variation. They have a red one, but they don't put the name of the fragrance on there. But I do like the bottle. She's pretty. So let's see. Let's see. I'm not going to do that anymore. Ooh. Now that I said before, like that strawberry smell. No, this is very jammy. Like, you know, the strawberry candies and the strawberry wrappers. They're hard candies, but in the center you have that like jelly. It smells like the taste of that. That's exactly what this smells like. Oh my God. It even smells like the candy coating on the outside. That's what someone else said, one of the other influencers. And yeah. Oh my God. That smells just like it. Just like the hard candy coating too. She is good. You could definitely, the first time I wear this one though, I'm not going to layer it because you kind of want to just see what it does on its own. And then when you kind of have done that a few days, then I might layer it. I'll try layering it with this and I'll come back and tell you guys like my layering options, like what I do. But like I said, everybody's DNA is different. It's going to smell different on you than it does on me. But you can just about layer this with any gourmand. You can vanilla, marshmallow, but I wouldn't do it with marshmallow. I'm going to do it with or maybe even rose. Strawberry and roses, does that go? I don't even know. But that, I don't think it needs a whole lot. Because it's sweet. While being sweet, it is not as sweet as the Paris Corner one. That is straight up like, this one's diabetes in a bottle, in a perfume. Fucking diabetes. Like, poke me with the stick and all the candy falls out type of thing. This is really good. But my cabinet's getting too full, so I'm gonna be slowing down with the purchasing and doing more like layering, like doing stuff with the fragrances I have to change them up. So I think those would be really good videos too, and like what scents to wear during the season. You guys, that is really good. But it's that strawberry does go away. It dries into like that caramely vanilla. But right off the bat, that smells like those straight up those candies I was telling you about. It's very jammy. But this is jammy but floral, so I think they would go together very well. But that's amazing, you guys. This is a great fragrance. I've had really good luck, but I trust the influencers that influence me, because they're all different. They all have a little bit different noses, but I kind of take it in the middle, and what they say. But like when they overhype things, they overhype this one big time. But I'm like, oh, they overhyped it. It's not going to be that good. But if it's a gourmand that's overhyped, I know I'm going to love it because I just love gourmands. But there isn't one that smells like this. That this is definitely one on its own. Like I don't have the scent DNA in a perfume. And it's not strawberry pound cake either. I don't get a cake. It's like straight up strawberry candy with the hard shell on it. It smells good. I'm really impressed with that. But thank you guys for being here for that. I try to separate these videos so you can kind of watch which ones you're interested in, and kind of you don't have to go through all the other ones. I know I can timestamp it, but that takes time. You guys, I'm not trying to do all that hard work. I'm lazy. I'm not lazy. I don't want to do any more editing than I have to. But thank you for being here. Make sure you are subscribed. If you are not, come join the tribe and be a part of it. I'd love to have you here if you're new. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Welcome to Crazy. That's all I can say about that. Join us Friday nights, 7 p.m. Pacific for trivia and pick your poison. So do your stretches throughout the week, get hydrated, and join us Friday nights. You guys, it's a lot of fun. And definitely at the end of the day, check out my lives and see what I've hauled or what I've read. I read romance. And this is just happens to be the newest one by Lori Gilmore. And I am reading it to you guys. Just came out today, and I started it today. Magic. See, I'm just a mixed bag of damn near everything. Classy, trashy, and sassy. Those three things make me who I am. But I love you guys, and I will see you soon. Bye. All right, one more. Hi guys, welcome back. One more box. I know there's been a lot today, but they seem to all ship together. And this is probably, I have like 2 more coming in, because the ones, if I do get more, they're going to be men's, because the men's, I'm still like trying to learn it. And just men's are so different for different reasons. And yeah. They sent me 2 of these. Please tell me I did not order 2 of them. Please tell me I did not order 2 of these. Let me see. It's literally, I know I didn't order 2 of those. I'm not that stupid, am I? I thought that was a different order. Let's see here. Well, when I'm tired at night, sometimes. No, this one. Intense Oud. And why would they let the card go through if you just ordered it? A lot of businesses will decline it. Intense Oud. Hold on. Quantity 1. If they sent me one, I wonder if they sent me one. They didn't send me a free one to try out, did they? I doubt it. Wait, let's see this one. What's the order number? No, two different order numbers. What did I do? What did I do? Where's the... Okay, I can stop that. Where's the... Intense? Okay, where's the track? Is the tracking number on both of them? $9610. Okay, there's that one. How is it coming from two different... If I only ordered it... Let me check my bank account. I guess that would be the smart thing to do, right? No, you know what? I think I paid through PayPal, so I'm not gonna... Maybe I will. If it shows up the $49.90... I don't know, you guys. I'm so... I know I wouldn't have ordered it twice. Maybe what sometimes happens if you don't think the order went through, like when it's you know what I'm talking about. Let's see here. PayPal. Uncategorized. Nope. Hold on. Check my PayPal account. I can't even speak right today. Like I'm like I went off the deep end or something. Activity. Let's see. Please only be on here once. Lord Jesus. Lord Jesus. I don't see it. Doesn't mean it didn't happen. Wait. Instant Visa debit card. What? You guys, I don't know what any of this. Hold on. Let me sign into my other account. I have two PayPals because obviously. Change. Come on. You guys get to see me mess shit up. I'm not shopping. I'm trying to figure out what went wrong. What? Because I got two of the same. That has happened before. Like when the transaction's going through when you're paying for something online and you click it again or something because you don't think it's not what do you call it? It's not going bringing up your order page or whatever, and then you let it kind of sit there and then you do it again. Sometimes it's done it twice. So I don't know, you guys. I don't fucking know. Intense oud. There's just one on there, you guys. $49.99. They must have sent me another one for free, maybe? I don't need two of them, though. Send me a different one. Yeah, I only paid once. I'm double checking, triple checking. Because they both say intense oud on like the packing slip thing. Um April 27th, both on April 27th too. But I only got charged once, so I don't see. I don't know, you guys. Wait, what is this from? Pan 4? Hold on a minute. Um I don't know, you guys. I just see transaction ID. What is it? No, because I only have one email too. So I'm wondering if they just um I don't know. I mean, maybe they made a mistake. Yep, just one. Do I have an account with them? I don't know. Orders 977. Okay, there's that one. I have no idea, you guys. What's even more confusing is when it like your PayPal is under a different email than the email you use to buy something. Uh, Give you a free one. I don't know. But I checked my bank statement. I checked PayPal. It's um only once did that come out. Um 27th. Wait a minute. Okay, which PayPal did that come out of? I'm seeing two of them now. I guess I'll just send one back and see what happens. I can't open the other one or they won't take back. Sometimes these perfume places won't take them back. At least give me like store credit. Maybe. I don't know. But that's frustrating when something like that happens. And it's probably because, I don't know. Could be a lot of reasons. Transactions online do that. Like super easy. You will hit it twice on accident and it's too late. Like a lot of times once you put an order in, they can't do anything because it's already at the warehouse and there's no way to stop. Well, they say there's no way to stop it. I don't know. I don't know if there's truth to that or not. I feel like you can stop anything if you try hard enough. Oh, those all smell so good. But yeah, I don't know what the hell I did, but it looks like I did pay. They were different prices, slightly different prices, which is weird. Why would they be different prices? Like, they're both being shipped to California. Hey, JJ. Busy bee, busy. What time is it? Oh, it's only 5:30. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. So I guess I'm going to have to figure out. Okay, this one is the 9029 tracking number. Just keep it in the box. I don't know, you guys. There's just so much shit going on all the time that I was probably sleeping or trying to sleep at night, and when I made that order, I don't even remember when I made it, to be honest. Intense oud. Oud is rude. That's so retarded. 9029. It's not that one. It's not that one. Order number. Wait a minute. Hold on. On accident. What order number is this one? I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? 189. They're not killing each other out there, I promise. I know it sounds like it, but they're playing. Who cares? Bring some duct tape and no. I'm just kidding. Don't do that to your kids. And don't get out the Betty Crocker spoon. What's the other one? I'll just give them both order numbers. Six. Sent to my home. I swear they're not killing each other. That's Allie. So her boyfriend is coming over Friday. She's like, "Can my boyfriend come over?" I'm like, sure. And I'm like, my husband was standing there too. And I'm like, Allie, don't be thinking for a minute. Cause she's like, oh, he's gonna just walk home with me after school. I'm like, okay, that's fine. But don't, that's before my husband gets home. I'm like, you are not going in your room. Like I had to like, here's the ground rules, motherfuckers. There's no going in the room, no closing your door. You have a seat out here so I can keep my eye on you. So we may have to do the live out, not the live at night, but like if I'm on here hauling or doing anything on Friday, we're gonna have to be in the same room with them. We'll bug the shit out of them. No, he's nice. I met him. Me and my dad met him. He's definitely not innocent. Not at that age. Only I was innocent. Shit. Allie, damn it, you sound like a seagull dying. Hey, Kansas City, what up? Okay. I only opened one. How do I go about returning? Not retiring. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's chilly and rainy here too. But I am. I don't know what I did. But I emailed them. I said I only opened one, so how do I go about returning it or getting store credit, whatever I need to do? Um, I don't know. But they should have, I feel like a lot of companies would have gotten like caught that even in like the warehouse. Like it would have caught the system would have caught the shipping address, same item. But I mean, if you make the mistake, that's on you, right? Oh, figurines. I'm 42. 42 years young. No, I'm definitely feeling older these days than that. The way I woke up, have been waking up with the crick in my neck, that doesn't go away. I feel like I'm 50. Easy. Easy. 6 kids later and I mean, they age you and they drive you fucking crazy. Do you hear that? I love them. I love them with all my heart. But oh my God, please, for the love of God, calm down once in a while. They get it from me, and I mean, 44. Yep. So yeah, 80s babies. So on Fridays it's fun because we do trivia. So we're starting with the boomer era, and I feel like a lot of us 80s babies know boomer stuff because our parents. JJ, you don't look it though. You don't look it at all. So you can go to the chiropractor. Yeah. Chiropractors scare me though. I can't like I went to one and they cracked me like that one time and I'm like, nope, I'm never going again. That scares the shit out of me. They'll have you in all these discombobulated angles and then all of a sudden you feel your whole body crack. I'm like, nope. I have glasses, but do you see that I'm wearing mine? Hell no. I'm gonna fight it till the day I die. Well, I don't. JJ, bring your motorcycle. Let's go for a ride. Yeah. Actually, mine were listening to 50s and 60s. Like Elvis. I've seen every Elvis movie there is. I know all his music. I don't know the hymns very much because even though I did go to church, you know. 74 years young, but Bruce, you don't act it. You're like my dad. He don't act it either. Like people are like, Bob, you never age. Well, because he's like the fucking real life Rodney Dangerfield. He don't act his age at all. Well, the driving here in California sucks ass too. And so it does in Florida because, in Florida you have the snowbirds and now you got every fucking buddy and their grandma living in Florida. I don't know how many times I was going down like um, Park Boulevard, which is like a main road in Pinellas County, and which leads to the beach. And some old person in their big boat fucking car just sideswiped me and didn't even stop. They don't even know. Like, I don't know if they don't know they hit you or like they don't, they just keep driving. They don't. So you got a lot of it. Oh, no, we don't ask questions like that, Alejandro or Alaska, whoever it is. When I was purchasing those items, no, no, no. That's not what we say on this channel. We're positive. I'm positive I did not have them on either. Oh, guess who's going to be on Talk Shop selling his new album tonight? What's his face? That I've been listening to. I'll tell you in a minute. See, whenever I try to talk and remember something, even if it was 5 minutes ago, I can't put it together. And he went totally like what do you call it? Frank Sinatra type music. Why is it doing that bullshit? I'm not doing permissions. You have permissions already, you piece of crap. Fucking Amazon. Quit doing those pop ups on my thing. I hate when it does that. Damn it. This isn't cool, Amazon Music. Don't do it again. Richard Marks. So, yeah, Richard Marks is going to be on Talk Shop live tonight where they sell like their albums and sign stuff. And Daisy Fuentes is his wife. She's fucking gorgeous. He's gonna be on there selling it. Oh yes, I'm gonna. It's fucking Richard Marks. Yes, I don't care that he's older. He's still hot, and I'm in love. No, I'm just kidding. My spicy. I don't know if there's not even quite a word for my personality. My mom's still trying to think of one that fits me, and there's just yep. Daisy Fuentes is hot, hot, like hot. She's always been. Yeah, 10 years ago they got married, I guess. Yeah, I saw her channel, like I follow her on Instagram, and he was in it. I'm like, wait a minute, what? What? I was jealous of her. I'm like, there ain't no way. And matter of factly, yeah, they're married. No, she's 58. He's 62, I believe. 50. No, she's 59. She don't look it. She looks like she's in her 40s. Easy. Unique. That doesn't even quite fit me, Bruce. Mm-hmm. I looked it up. I'm like, there ain't no way. There ain't no way. She's had some work done, obviously, but who hasn't in Hollywood? I mean, I've had work done. Not on my face, though. Yeah, so they're going to be on Talk Shop tonight. I've got to watch that shit. Yes. I'll be like, you know me. Hey. You need to sing this song for me, please. Right now. Thank you. I'll die if he answers my question. I'll be like, in the bed, like amazed. I love him. I love him. He's just the best. A bacon sandwich? No. Can you go get me a burger? Where am I going to put all these boxes? And it's not like that perfume was 15 bucks. It was 50. You know, that's be like, will you come on my channel, sir? Please. Thank you. That's very nice of you. I don't know Turkish, unfortunately. Scotland's so cool. Do I do it? Can you ask him for me for a friend, please, JJ? Mm, like this girl, she's obsessed with you, dude. Can you like? Uh, I don't know, but that, uh, like he's definitely looking his age, but he's still hot to me, and he's like gone to like the old classic sounds, which probably for his age are easier to sing, like the Sinatra type, slower. Um, but I guess at his shows he still does the original stuff. He would have to because that's what people know him for. Um, like, can you please, like, I can start a live and have someone else join the live on camera. Be like, please, sir, like that would be a dream come true. No, it's Talk Shop. It's like a website that does like lives through their own like portal thing. I don't know, but it's um I guess like all the musicians when they have albums coming out, Def Leppard's been on there, a lot of them, but they do like a live where they talk about the album, sign them, and they have like so many signed box sets, and I'm going to be one of the first one to get one. Like we already know this. Um, Oh hell yeah. I want a fucking burger. I always want to. Yeah, split screen. Fuck yeah, man. Like have them on here and like, please will you sing to me? I might never move off my bed again. I might just end up staring at my screen even when he's gone. Like, oh, but he was here once. But that kind of shit, like, um, so I have my nonprofit organization in Sumter, South Carolina. We I did like baby showers for military and first responder families and stuff. And I had I don't know if you remember the Atlanta Olympics, but Shannon Miller, she was one of the gymnasts. And I remember being like obsessed with gymnastics and watching the Olympics. And she's a cancer survivor, but she came out to my event and talked on stage because she had gone to Iraq to visit the troops. So I'm like, she may do it. She may do it. And she did. She drove from Jacksonville, Florida to my event. And I was like, that was like an out of body experience, fangirl moment. I remember when I was young waiting for her, and they had like the grocery stores had like the meet and greets. And I stood in line for 2 hours to meet her. And I'm like, full circle moment. She's like there talking on the stage. And I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. Um, I just, and even my dad was like, full circle moment, huh? Because he was there and we got our picture with her. And it was just so crazy. So crazy. She's just so like cool. So cool. Um, yeah, that was like the end of the good Olympics. I feel like then they just started to suck after that. Hmm. Well, another reason she came because one of the moms that had just had her baby found out when she had the baby she had breast cancer. So I kind of wanted her to have her to talk to. So that's the main reason. Like I asked her to come. Like, hey, this is for the military, but one of the guys that's in the army, his wife found out that right like when she was in the hospital giving birth that she had, I think it was stage 4, but yeah. So she came to talk to her and it was like so cool to see. So cool. So flipping cool. Yeah. Yeah, so I've had those moments before and I also met Amy Grant. Very cool. Like I grew up listening to her music. I met her backstage and got my picture with her, and she's still hot too. I think she's still married to Vince Gill, but um, but yeah, meeting like, and to a lot of people, they're not like celebrities, but to me, they are. Like um, but they're just so real in person. They're real people, and you're like, whoa, like they're just like you and me, but they have a talent that's out of this world. And yeah, sometimes I'm kind of let down. Like when I met who was it? I was supposed to. It was at the Strawberry Festival where they have all the concerts, like in Florida, and it was Leanne Rimes. I remember when she came. It was like her Blue album came out. Blue, oh, so lonesome for you. That album, and I was in her fan club and all the things, and I waited. It was hot as shit. We waited. Me and my dad, I want to say 6 hours. Because you had to be there early, and she decided she didn't have time for it. I've never been able to listen to her music again. And I look at her like every time I see her on social media, I'm like, go fuck yourself. You know, like when you, there was no reason she wasn't sick, nothing, but she still did her concert, but didn't do the meet and greet. And her trailer was there the whole time. It's not like they arrived late, anything like that. She was there. I was so pissed. I was so pissed. It's in Plant City, Florida. Vicky, what up? Shannon, yeah. She's her and like Dominique Moceanu, the real little one, the youngest that was on the team. She was cute. And um I met them all because I went to the tour like after the Olympics. I met them all and they're all super cool. Well, at least to me, like they seem really, they're athletes. But athletes sometimes can be the biggest assholes. Oh, but just to like give up on people that have been standing there waiting for you all day, not in the comfort of like air conditioning, like your ass, you can't like sign an autograph like that. That didn't sit. That didn't sit. And I made sure I knew all the details. Like there was, like I remember the security guard told us like I hate to say this, there's really no reason for it because he was pissed too. Like, but she's not doing the meet and greet. And we're all like, why? And he's like, she didn't give a reason. I just, and like, I loved her music. And then after that, never again did I listen to her. Nope. Because you can't treat your fans like that. You wouldn't be there without them, you know? But I got to get off here, guys. It's 6 o'clock. I know I didn't have time for the jam session tonight, but I had a lot more to haul than I thought. But tomorrow we will definitely do the jam session. Man, those smell so fucking good. I have to get I have laundry to fold too that I didn't get to. Um, yeah, they do say that. But Shannon Miller really was my hero, and I met her and Amy Grant. I love both of them, and they were amazing. Couldn't have been nicer fucking people. Couldn't have been nicer. And I got to like wear her gold medal. Like, I was like, that is like the coolest thing ever. 1985. That's cool. That's really cool. I have Chuck Norris's because I wrote to him when I was younger. And I remember like telling my dad, like, Dad, because I grew up watching Walker with my dad. And I'm like, Dad, he's not going to write back because I've heard like he doesn't write back. Um, so he's like, just try it. Just try it. Write him a letter and tell him, like, you and your dad. He's like, I know you really want to, but you don't want to be let down. And I remember when that yellow envelope came in the mail, I was screaming bloody murder. I'm like, Dad, 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 Dad. Let me go get it. I gotta show it to you. It's on my wall. Hold on. And then I gotta go. Hold on. Says Melissa to a friend, Chuck Norris. How fucking cool is that, right? And the day he died, I had like a live on here and I had like a little shrine up there. And you guys, I have all the Golden Girls too. I have all of them except the one that played the mom, the oldest one, because she had like Parkinson's or something and she couldn't. I I remember writing her to her, and I got a letter back saying she can no longer write. Um, so yeah, and I have gingers from Gilligan's Island. I have a ton of Barbara Edens. I just sent her, printed out some nice pictures, and she signed them all and sent them back. You guys, like, I used to write. I have albums. I need to find them. I don't know where they are. They're in one of the boxes, but we will do a live just looking at all my cool. I have Jessica Biel. I have the other girl, her sister in the show Seventh Heaven. I have California Dreams, which was a show kind of like Saved by the Bell. I have all of them from Beverly Hills 90210. They're not real though. They used to send like postcards with like pre-printed like autographs. I have Ricky Lake, Oprah Winfrey. Who else do I have that everybody's gonna know? Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Yes, I was a huge fan. Christina Ricci, because after she did Casper, I was in love, like in love with her, and she sent one back. Gabby Hoffman. Um, who else do I have? Oh, Olivia Newton-John. That was a weird one. So I had written her, and I had I sent her some pictures like from Greece because I heard she would sign them, and I knew she was sick. She had cancer again, and I never got anything. Like, I'm like, well, obviously not going to get anything. And then lo and behold, one day the mail lady in Sumter, South Carolina, when we were stationed there, she's like, she brought it up to the door because she knew, like, she sees all the people I wrote to, you know? And she's like, I'm just curious because didn't she pass away? And I'm like, yeah, she did. I didn't think I would get anything. And she's like, well, you did. And I guess she had signed them all, and her husband like went through them, and I'm guessing, and then shipped them all out because she probably, or her fan club manager or whoever ended up sending it. But I got it after the fact. How crazy is that? How crazy is that? That is like Olivia Newton-John too. I have her albums, record albums, and she, ugh, like, I don't know. Val Kilmer, I didn't get because, well, he's deceased now too, but who knows? Because I sent him way before like he died. I might get him someday. You never know. Yeah, but it's weird though. Like the mail lady was like shocked. She's like, "Oh my god." She was crying. She's like my mom's age. She's like, "I grew up with her and I heard the whole story." She's like, "That's amazing." So here's the USPS Postal Service lady on my front steps crying about Olivia Newton-John sending me. But it's a part of my life that I really like to do. I mean, write to people and tell them how you feel and how they, changed your life or helped you in some way. And you'd be surprised. Um, Even as an adult, if I think about something, and yeah, I was an adult when I wrote all those. So, um, yeah, it's fun. I think I actually have Barbara Eden's home address. Sorry, I didn't know. I didn't know, but she still sent them back. She was so amazing about it. Yeah, so maybe Lori, I would love like even Lori Gilmore and the last author I read. Maybe they'll sign one of the books, or what they usually do is they send a book plate with their signature on it so that you can put it inside the book. Yeah, authors too. Authors, I'm like, like it's meaningful, you know? I'm not going to write to just any Joe Blow, you know, Kevin Costner. I wish he would, because I really wish I could meet him in person, but I'd probably go to jail. I'd jump on him. Yep. Yep. Writing letters is, I don't think many people do it anymore. I actually write to the royal family every year, and I get their Christmas card. So I actually got all the birth announcements of Kate's kids, Kate and Will's. So that's really cool. Yeah, just people I look up to, and I like to tell them, like, or had like some kind of impact on my life. Because to other people, they're not going to get two shits about it. It's like a personal thing. Oh, I have Tom Selleck. He knows me. He said aloha from your lover. No, he did not say that. Damn it. I know he's like 70. I don't care. He does think he's a musician. I would die if I saw him. I'd be like, I don't know what I would do. I would be like one of those people that goes to jail because they get on stage and ah, what? Yeah, I remember that. Um, yeah, Ricky Lake. That was a weird autograph to get because I was like, I used to watch her show like all the time, and I'm like, who writes Ricky Lake? Me? I don't know. And I remember when they came out, they had the Babysitters Club movie. Rachel Leigh Cook, I have her too. Um, Rachel Leigh Cook was in it. Babysitters Club used to be a series on TV too. I'm sure if you had sisters, you know what I'm talking about. Um, what channel was it on? Nickelodeon? Oh, I have Melissa Joan Hart too from Sabrina the Teenage Witch. It's funny because it says to Melissa. Love Melissa. Yes, good name. Yeah, but and Hey Dude, I have the cast. Some of those might be pre-printed signatures, but still, it's still neat. Yeah, from She's All That. She's a hottie too. Larissa Olinek from what was it? Clarissa Explains It All. I have the who was it? I have Punky Brewster's autograph, Sailor Moon Fry. I have hers. Punky Brewster was awesome. Awesome possum. A lot of times I feel like if you send a picture, if you want signed too, like always like send like a nice photo paper. That's what I've done in the past, and I've gotten responses. If you have it ready for them, they'll sign it. Like Tina Louise from Ginger from Gilligan's Island, she has the only thing she asked for is like $10 for her charity. So I sent a $10 bill in there, and she signed my photo, like 3 of them. I had to have the one of her putting on makeup. I had to have the cast photo, you know. Too bad Marianne died. She used to live out on the beach where my dad worked as a police officer. You met Richard Marx? I would have died. I would have fucking died. I would have died. I love Richard Marx. I love him so much. He's gonna be on Talk Shop Live tonight, and I'm getting his newest album, and his wife's gonna be on with him, Daisy Fuentes, and oh my god. Oh, Clover's in my room. Come here, Clover. Come say hi, and then we gotta go. Come on. Come here, Clover. Don't deny me. Oh, get up here. Come here. Come here, kitty. Treat? She's like, no, bitch. I'm gonna scratch you for a treat. Yeah, he's 5'9". I've looked up his height and all his stats. Mm-hmm. I have her book. I haven't read it yet, though. I need to. And I have Pamela Anderson's autograph. I have Doc's from Back to the Future. That one I had to pay for. I got it from my husband because a lot of times when they're at those conventions, you can actually pay for it if you can't attend. But I got Doc's. Pamela Anderson. I have Christy Swanson from Buffy, which is my all-time favorite movie. Sarah Michelle Gellar is not Buffy. I hate when everybody's like, oh, Sarah Michelle Gellar. No, that is not Buffy. That's fake Buffy. Christy Swanson's so much hotter than Sarah Michelle Gellar. I hate to say it, but she is. That's the God honest truth. And if you don't agree, bye. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Bill Pullman is another one I could probably write to. I really like him too. There she is. Come here, Clover. Come here. Come say hi. You'll see her fat ass in a minute. See her? Ah, Chloe. Say hi. Hold on. Say hi. Say hi. She's in attack mode. Well, she's a good girl. She's a good girl. And no, she's putting her ass on my glasses. I'm gonna get pink eye. What? Here, you want to say hi? Clover? Clover? Oh, she's my lover. Look at how she ducks away from me. She doesn't like me. She has a bit of a weight problem. And I feel like my dad overfed her. I'm like, Dad, you give her like one of the little scoopfuls. And he's like, but she's hungry again. I'm like, listen. He's like, you listen. Have you seen the way she looks at you? I'm like, yes. She wants attention until she scratches you. She's still right here. It's like she doesn't want anything to do with me unless I'm doing something. If I'm on my computer, she'll lay on the damn laptop. I'm like, ma'am, get off my keyboard now. So you're just going to lay there on all my stuff. She's going to pull that ring out of my... She probably will. But pick her up. You pick her up. She doesn't like to be picked up. She's big. Like when she's laying down, her stomach's like... So when she, you know, goes on to kitty heaven or whatever, or hell, wherever she goes, we're gonna make a quadcopter out of her tail's going. She's pissed. They do, and she's like laying in the middle. Like if I have a pile of clean clothes, she lays right on top of it. Like I don't care. I get to sit here. So it's Amsterdam. It's backwards for you guys, but I wore it because I thought of Euro Trip. I was thinking about watching that the other night, and I'm like, maybe not. Give her a cuddle? No, listen, Alejandro, do you want me to get my eyes ripped out? Like she's not as sweet as she looks. She Oh, I was just petting you. I'm actually like 90% German, 10% Irish. Don't ask how I know that. It's weird, but I do. I know that. Oh, I'm okay until I try to move the cat, and then you might have to call 911 for me because she's gonna hurt me. Oh, she's my lovely girl. She hates me so much. But anyway, guys, I got to get off here. I just thought I'd show you my Chucky Norris. Love him so much. I'm so glad I wrote to him. I will see you guys all. Look how old this frame is. It's all falling apart. But I will see you guys tomorrow morning. It's a short half day for the kids, so it's going to be a van day, but I'll be on. Bye, guys. Thank you for being here. Bye. Bye-bye.